Ooh, a lot of people are going to love me for today's video because today I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons why you should buy that designer bag. Yes, these are the excuses that you give yourself or the reasons people give to you, your partner, friends, family, why you shouldn't buy it. Well, I'm gonna tell you why you should. These are the excuses and the reasons that support why you should just go for it. So if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. Just tap that button and let's get to the tips. Snap, snap. Now, designer or expensive bag means different things to different people. Expensive bag could be $100 for some people, $50 for some people, maybe even less, and then all the way up to $10,000, $20,000. God, those Hermes bags are so expensive. So there is a range. So I am talking about all ranges with this video. Number 1, it's too expensive. Well, you know what I say to that? Treat yourself. But I have a few things to support that. If you are paying your bills, you're not in crazy debt, if you can make all your payments, just buy the bag. Also, if you don't have a spending problem, just buy the bag. You need to treat yourself. We work hard for our money. And while I do support saving, absolutely, I also support a little splurge. I mean, we work hard and we need to enjoy the fruits of our labor, so to speak. And you wanna know something else? You really wanna know something else? Now, this is for hardworking people only. Guess what? You will always make more money. Yes, it is the truth. If you are a hard-ass worker, and let's just say you got fired or laid off, you will always figure out a way to make money, even if you have to dig ditches or whatever it may be. Maybe it's not ideal, but if you're a hard worker, you will always figure out a way to make some cash. I like to subscribe to the fact that fewer is better, also known as quality over quantity. I think with little things that are easily affordable, those little impulse purchases, a lot of times we buy those things and we don't really use them that much, you know, because they're cheapy, they feel frivolous, we can just throw money at it and it's not a lot of money, but then we just end up with like 20 bags that we barely use. So it's a smart spending move long term to buy less of the junk and more quality. And also when you buy an expensive quality piece, do the math and, you know, break it down. If I spend this much amount of money and I wear this bag, you know, or use this bag for the next few years, when you break it down, the dollars and cents of it, it really ends up being cents like every day. All right, so as far as my bag spending habits, I buy a designer bag probably every 2 to 3 years. I'm not a big spender. I'm a saver. You know, I like to put money into my business and I just, you know, don't need like the newest, trendiest bag every year. It's just, that's not important to me. But I do like a nice quality designer bag that I can wear all the time. So I'm gonna show you a few things in my collection. So I bought this Fendi dot click bag probably about 2 years ago. Before I buy a bag, I literally like labor over it. I shop around like I'm like finding my perfect partner in life because even for me, you know, it's a lot of money. I get it. I totally get it. I just felt like I could wear this all the time. It's kind of like a small, medium size, so it's not too cumbersome. And then the quilting, I mean, it's just a stunning, beautiful bag. And I love this little detail where you can pull out the little wallet and then just take this, you know, which I think is really functional and just like such a smart little element to the bag. Yeah, so about 3 years ago. And then, I'm not gonna show you all the bags I've ever purchased, but just a few of the recent highlights. Then Matt went to Italy last year and bought me this bag. I had my eye on it and then he came home and he had bought it when he was in Italy. I mean, this is just such a strong, beautiful Gucci bag. I love the contrasting mixed metals and the statement with the stripe, and it's just a solid, sturdy bag. I mean, I swear, I feel like you can run this over with your car and it would be okay. Another reason why well, my husband validated the spend. You know, it's a really durable bag. So yeah, those are the 2 bags that I've purchased. Well, my husband purchased it, so basically we did together in the past 3 years. So, you know, when people say, oh, so expensive, it's just a handbag. Well, what do you mean just a handbag? I mean, I'm not going around my whole life carrying everything in my pockets. And by the way, who has pockets all the time? So if you're carrying something around your person all the time, every day, with your life in it and your essentials and your daily needs to like get things done, then it should be something you're proud of. So I hate when people are like, it's just a bag. Like, actually, it's just something that I use every day. Don't you think I should be spending a little extra money on that? I say yes. Also, when you're buying designer bags like Gucci, Fendi, Vuitton, Valentino, those are collector's items that typically over time maintain their value. Those are established brands that have been around for decades and decades and decades. And if you treat them right, they will wear very minimally and they will look nice years down the line. And as you guys know, what's old is new. So there is a huge market for vintage designer handbags. So you can think of it like that. You know, you invest in this piece, but there will still be value, or there will be a need in the market 10, 20, 30, gosh, forever years, if that makes sense, down the line. So they are investment pieces, and it's also nice to archive them and then pass them down. So how am I doing, you guys? You know, are you feeling a little better about the purchase? I hope so. How about this one, you guys? What if I ruin it, scratch it, or worse, lose it, or it gets stolen? Can you see that Pete's right here in the feed? He got scared when I was like, he wants to see what's wrong. Oh, Pete, that was so sweet. Yeah, no, that was so cute. No, that's like a serious fear. So for that, I say get renters or homeowners insurance. Most of the time, those policies include situations where things are lost or stolen, even on vacation. They don't just have to be in your house. I'm telling you guys, when you invest and put money into something that has value, that you've worked hard for, that is expensive, that you would be heartbroken or it would be a loss if it was stolen or lost, you need to protect that and you need to pay for insurance. So for me, I mean, just like with this is insured on its own, very important, right? Full coverage. And you know, I do have an insurance policy, and you know, it can range, you know, depending on what you want. It can cover you for, I don't know, $20,000, whatever it may be, for, you know, maybe $15, $30 a month, maybe even less in some situations. So do your research. I mean, it is a relief to know that when you invest in something, if something should happen, you are completely covered. So, yep, check that excuse off the list. You are getting the bag. And also I wanna show you guys as a bonus tip, so I bought this Givenchy Nightingale bag, I mean forever ago, maybe like 10 years ago. And at one point when I purchased it, it was like a light, soft beige color. So I wore the hell out of it so much. It was dingy, it was dirty, it was disgusting. But you know, I forget how much I spent on this. I don't know, I'll have to Google it. And truthfully, it was like thousands of dollars and I wasn't ready to part with it. I actually think this might've been one of the first designer bags I ever bought. So you know what I did? I went and had it dyed black. So you have to make sure you get referrals from someone who has worked with, you know, someone who does shoe repair or handbag repair, because they typically also dye those things. And yeah, I took it to my local shoe and handbag guy and he dyed it black. And I've actually dyed it a few times because it naturally fades. But that is something you can do as well. Now, because you invest a little bit more money in a designer bag, you tend to think about that purchase more, because you know, you're spending your money, you're kind of going outside of your budget, so to speak, outside of the norm. So you really kind of think and sleep on it, and you may shop around like you would a house or a car when it comes to buying a designer bag, right? So you really put more thought into it, which means you will wear it more because you've really slept on it and thought about your purchase. All right, so you guys, what did you think? I hoped I helped you out. If you've been pondering buying a bag, you know, if you're a hard worker and the bills are paid and you're doing all right financially, just do it. Like, treat yourself, you know, YOLO, you only live once, and I definitely subscribe to that. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and the hard-earned cash that you make. Please let me know what you guys thought of this video, and if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to do that right now. That would be your gift to me. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next week.